YouTube.
Our DM is 15. We're screwed.
Yes, episode number 2. Session number 2, episode number 2. I'm your DM. I am not 15. Where am I? Mystique. No, I'm definitely not.
No, that said, I want to speak to the manager.
I'm the manager. Cool. I believe you guys are ready to depart from the slavery camp on foot and back to Mos Eisley, hopefully, without dying.
Hopefully.
Flanked by Mata, who either through a burst of speed kind of gains half a kilometer on you, or else falls back alone into the darkness, because it is now nighttime. It is very cold.
Didn't you say it will be a day for 3 days?
Yeah, I thought you said there was going to be no night for a couple days.
Wow. I did fuck myself over right there. Yeah, sure. No, it's free. It's still. Yeah, that was to prevent you from going to the ship, but I forgot.
Yeah, you forgot.
Yes, I just forget. Yeah, it's still day. Yeah, and you soon. So all of you have a sip of water and you recover 3 hit dice.
3?
3 hit dice every single one that
Okay.
takes a sip of water.
Okay, of course I'll take the water. I lead everyone to there because tell that on comms and say that next time please tell that on comms that you found water. That's valuable information.
Cool. And then let's see. Everyone roll athletics. Let's see how well you negotiate moving on foot in this heat.
Would we be able to use survival?
Sure, you can definitely use survival.
Thank you. That is
Yes,
much better.
it is your scout with 0 in survival. Hello.
All
I mean,
right.
I guess I can use my thingy actually. Even if I have like a survival thing. What is it?
I am going to use an inspiration point on that nat 1. God
Sure.
damn.
Go ahead and reroll that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, so Ice, let me link it the chat, the Pathfinder thingy.
Yes.
Oh, there we go.
Ooh, it doesn't slow. Perfect. Okay, that's good to know. So, with Lumiya leading, you actually.
Yes, and I guess I'm gonna have an advantage on my survival check that is +0.
Sure, but you can have the advantage.
15.
Roll the same
It's
dice.
2 15s.
I believe nobody rolled Neron and Jarrus and Arra. Please roll.
I have rolled.
You have. What did you roll?
I
I
got
see. 17.
17.
A survival check, yes sir. 1 second.
Survival or athletics, whichever you
Ooh,
want.
100% off. Maybe not.
Cool. Yeah, 10 is the difficulty. Cool. So you
Yeah, by the way, if this this girl who you know her, this Mata girl, if she's not with us, that I'm not gonna guide her, she can do whatever she wants.
That's fine by me.
that is, she's always close enough to kind of mooch off you. She's always
enough.
at the edge of not gaining the benefit of your Pathfinder. It's almost as if she's doing it on purpose. And then so nobody failed. The DC was 10, so you just lose the 3 hit dice that you just had for sipping water.
Well, good thing I didn't add it then.
Yup.
Oh you. Oh you.
Cool.
So
yes.
you guys.
Sorry, I was just reading something.
Yeah. Go.
As you approach, underneath the scorching sun, in the far distance, you see the path that you took. Actually, I'm gonna put you back on this map.
Yeah, I guess we don't travel for the galaxy right now.
If I can find it. I have too many maps. Which is a good problem to have.
Oh, we're just back here.
Yeah, I'm even actually gonna start putting you down here.
Oh god, Imperials.
Hey, Ice.
Yes.
Sorry, Cord says she sent you a message about
Yeah, I
something.
got it.
Okay.
Actually, no. You don't have to straight up walk into the bloody outpost unless you guys want to. So yeah, in the far distance, being the worthy adventurers that you are, cresting another far dune, you notice that the checkpoint, which two of you already know about, has actually been erected now, and now there's actually Imperial control over every single. The checkpoint is here, but every single road that you see, this one. The one over here, and every single one that leads out of the city is now being monitored by the Imperials. The city is being locked up, and they'll be, they're controlling people. They're probably looking for chain codes, which is legitimate. Legitimate, among other things, your ID. And I think because all of you arrived on Tatooine, I think all of you are eligible to have one. Is there one particular troublemaker that wants to not have one?
Not have one what? Sorry.
Chain code.
Yeah, I have like 20 fake IDs.
Sure.
Can I as like a former Imperial soldier, do I know any way to like get around this?
Oh wow. Yeah, go ahead and roll lore. What's your background again, Dr. Harjacc?
Conscientious operator.
Okay, yeah, definitely. I will give you a free pass. Yeah, you know of a special danger word called the code X100, which means I have a very dangerous cargo on me, and you need to let me go now. And the chances of that working are about 75%, I'm gonna say.
Okay.
And they should let you through.
Nope.
Yeah.
They're dead.
Arra shall be back along soon.
Okay. Okay. So I guess whenever we approach, I'll just I'll use that, and that just if it succeeds, they'll just let us through.
Yeah, if it fails, they might ask to see it, and then you'll have to think on your feet.
All right.
An additional thing that you can do.
Yes, we'll go on ice.
Yeah, you can try to pathfind a way into the city. Mara has mysteriously vanished. She is no longer with you guys.
I think, well, if anyone thinks that they have a better chance of just sneaking into the city,
why would we sneak into the city? We can just go on. Aren't we just normal citizens under this empire? Oh, you're not good with empire. I'm not good too, also. But we can at least pretend to be good.
I mean, I'm planning on smiling and nodding and walking my way through there. But if anyone else, needs to, we can split up and then meet up back in the city.
What about you vagabonds or something? Are you Jarrus? Was it? Yes. Oh.
Jarrus.
Jarrus.
Yes.
Jarrus. Yes. Do you have? I don't know. Are you like a citizen?
What do you mean, my citizen?
Do you have
IDs?
Your chain code? I'll just let you. I'll just let you figure out if you are a legitimate citizen or always on the run.
He should be a legitimate citizen. but I'm not sure what it would say.
Was Jarrus in the Jedi Order?
Yes.
Well then,
Then,
let's
unless
say
you're
something
using a
else.
fake ID, I'm pretty sure you
Yeah.
I'm
cannot
kinda
be
thinking
traveling
about-
under your own name.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to think. Like, because I'm pretty, because Dantooine's part of the Empire is not, like, far away. So I feel like they would have made him get one, but I'm not sure
Sure.
how he would have handled that right now.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. We'll say provisionally until you figure it out at a later time. That you provisionally have a chain code that says that you are someone you are not. And we will resolve this not today, but I will make a note. And we
Yeah, so
will
let's
resolve
just,
this
you know,
in-
like, go through like good citizens we are. No?
Mhm. Quick notes. Dun dun dun. Oh,
At least
shit.
with my time with Empire, you know, like, I mean, they're not good people, but they don't usually just shoot on sight.
I
At
think
least now.
It's going to be
I
fine.
think
but
I'm gonna-
about this.
I think I'm gonna kind of nudge Dem and say that this is we're gonna play this as a codex situation and start kind of jogging for the checkpoint.
Sure.
Are you like?
Fuck, I forgot what codex means.
It means we're in a hurry. Play along.
I'll just look at it confusingly and, you know, say, Neron, like, let's not act with them. This is stupid.
Well, I'm gonna just walk straight through. I haven't
Yep.
done anything.
Yep, of course,
like,
of course.
illegal on the papers yet. So
Yes, let us proceed. We are but simple technicians.
And you, Jarrus? Are you trying something funny, or are you just walking through?
He's walking through.
Okay.
Like alone or with like some like two of the groups.
I guess with one of the groups.
With
So-
okay.
So yeah, let me put you down, but I am gonna pause you guys so you don't wander around too much. Put you down soon.
That's a large Imperial gunship. Damn.
Yeah.
I can only see white.
Yeah.
Again?
You're not. Oh wow. Yeah. Okay. You do need
It
to.
took a minute for it to load in for me too.
Yeah. Jarrus.
And we're gonna reload.
Yeah.
Because this game hates me.
And Neron.
Yep.
Yeah, it's very heavy. I need to do some cleanup. It's also on my slow drive. I need to move it around. It's very like the directory stuff is very big. There's a lot of music, a lot of images.
There we go. Yeah, I
It'll-
have
it'll come
sort
there.
of turned off personally.
That's okay.
It's more just so I can concentrate.
Yeah. Cool. So yeah, these guys they look super confused at you, as you jog through. Oops. As you guys jog through, and you get to about here, and this very large lad emerges, and he says, "Halt, citizens!"
He's an Imperial.
Yes, he is.
Oh,
he
yeah.
is
Oh, yeah, I
an
see him.
Imperial trooper.
I slow down to a walk as we're coming up to him,
Mhm.
and I just kind of not whisper to him, but just kind of, you know, direct it at him, and he's like, "My apologies, this is an X100 situation," and I kind of I pull one of my exotic vials that I use for my my potions, kind of like halfway out my jacket.
Cool. And he says, "Oh, do you need an escort? Do you need a?"
No, sorry, just trying to keep it as cold as I can.
He touches his little earpiece, and he says, "Uh-huh," and he says, "Move along," and as you do move along a little bit, this sniper is watching you. He's gonna watch where you go.
Yeah. And now that we're past them, I pick up the pace again, and I guess just head towards the market at a jog until we're like out of their sight line.
Okay, I'll straight up drag you guys over here, but you're actually not there yet. We're gonna go back to these guys.
That's fine.
And yeah, you guys are normal moving. You stop by the troopers, and yeah, this guy, he looks very bored, and he says, "Chain codes, please. Present your chain codes as you walk through a checkpoint."
Of course, of course.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Jeez.
He doesn't they don't acknowledge you mainly. Sorry, Lumiya and Neron, you guys walk through, but Jarrus, they kind of hover on you, and they, this one guy, he scans it once, he scans it twice, and he says, when were these issued? Jarrus.
It's 4 BBY, correct? If I remember correctly.
We are currently 4, yes. 4 or 5.
Ooh. Almost a decade ago. I'm old.
And he scans them again. He says, which planetary sector were they issued, and what planet were they issued on?
Dantooine?
He starts tapping on a data pad, and he says, "Move along." And they start conversing behind your back, these two, but they don't say anything. And I'm also gonna put you guys. I'm gonna unpause you guys, so you can
Okay.
move yourselves around. So the thing about Bill's compound is that it has another entrance here, rather here. But that sniper is probably gonna spot you coming, which is strange. Which is a strange situation. But they've moved the Vando over here, so they don't necessarily have a direct eyesight into the compound, and he's and all of Bill's guards are Bill's guards are at alert.
Is there Imperial snipers or Ill
Yes.
snipers?
An Imperial sniper, that. Imperial sniper, Imperial heavy, Imperial jet trooper over here, and then these two knuckleheads.
Got you. Alright.
Yeah, finally in civilization. I mean, a poor civilization, but a civilization nevertheless.
Obviously, it's not really civilization.
I mean, it's better than Ascent. I can at least find something in the Ember room, I assume. No,
Yes.
cannot really do anything in the sense,
Yes. Your main order of business here is to talk to this spook crime boss guy, and secure the gainful employment which the two mentioned, that Harjacc and Dem mentioned, and then find some kind of transport to the ship so you don't have to walk through the blistering heat.
Yeah, I'll just ask on the comms. Are they secured? How do you think, guys? How should it work?
They are probably not secure, but there's way too much radio chatter for the Imperials to notice. As long as you don't overtly say betray the Empire or stuff like blacklist, which they probably would know about.
Okay, I'll just say, hey, you guys, where did you run off?
Sorry, who was that?
Yeah, to you too.
We just made our way away from the checkpoint. We have calm down. I'm talking. We've delivered our packages, and we're heading back for one more errand. Or I guess the errand is heading to Bill's. So we're heading to the compound now.
I don't know where that is.
And Bill also did
I
complain.
give the location for Bill's compound.
Okay. Awesome.
You all troop on then. You all troop along there then. Oh, English, my.
Yes, I will follow them because I think they're like, I don't know, they're not merchants. They cannot trade or negotiate the prices. This is stupid. 1,000 credits for this job is bullshit.
Boop.
Do they know who Bill is?
No.
I don't know who Bill is, but I
You-
still will trade with him because I don't care.
I guess I would have been comfortable sharing our situation, at least the general details of it.
Okay.
Okay.
On the we had several days.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just we're working with a guy who supposedly has ways to greatly injure the Empire.
That is interesting to hear. I never heard that. I don't like. Do you really believe that? Dr. Harjacc? Are you sure that this guy is like?
Well, that's what we're trying to
Legit?
find out. We're trying to find out how legit the information is. That's why we weren't too worried about the credits.
I mean, you should always worry about credits. Okay. I will be more respected then. Okay. Thank you for heads up.
Okay. The all of you stealthily troop into Bill's office, and as you descended the stairs down, he looks up from his terminal, and he's a bolt-headed Duros guy, and he says, well, that right there is a posse. Well, good job there, mates. How about my friend Mara? Did you find my friend?
She survived the encounter, but in the chaos afterwards, we lost track of her. But we did get the other part you were asking for. And I hand over the data pad to him.
He says,
Wait. Before he gives the data pad, I'll just, look, wait. We talked about this. I'll take the data pad
out.
I'll take the data pad, say, before we can do this. Hello, I assume Billabon?
Billabon is my name.
Billabon, I am very sorry.
He gets up, he leans over the thing, he does the gentleman thing, he's like, kisses your hand, and he says,
I do all this noble stuff as well, and say, well, this fine gentleman over there, you said 1,000 credits, as I heard, and
Is that what I said? Sure.
Yeah, that's what you said, but that's we both know that's bullshit. This is not a job that you're gonna pay 1,000 credits. So, thing is, right, I help them out, and they can fill you on the details. So there were a total of 6 of us, and I would like to negotiate the price of this data pad with you. And I would like to use my inspiration to use my feature and take 20 on my barter check.
Hell yeah!
Oh,
yes. You can definitely do that. He does a hearty guffaw, and he's like, well, now I'm actually color me impressed. My confidence in this little posse of ne'er-do-wells has increased. Yeah, I think 1,000 each is better. What do you think, Miss?
Well, do I think it's a good price? I don't know.
Well, he went up 6 times. It's probably, for this kind of work, probably not, but he went up 6 times.
Okay, that's good enough.
Yeah. And he says, and now we can do the real work.
True. And I will give him a datapad and say, now this is how we negotiate.
He looks at the datapad, and he says, he kind of grins a little bit, and he says, "Clever girl," and he throws it away on one of the adjoining tables. And he says, "I'll deal with Mara on my own. I kind of knew she wasn't dead. She's remarkably difficult to kill. Like she has a guardian angel around her back. Anyway, you're not here to talk about my word. You're here to do business." And he gets out like this expensive bourbon looking thing, and he pours everyone a glass.
Yeah,
there
let's
anyone that-
take it?
Is there anyone that doesn't drink?
Harjacc's
He's not
gonna.
going to get this from him.
Harjacc is gonna do not even so much like a searching for, or he's gonna kind of disguise the checking if it's okay by doing like a sommelier kind of thing, like giving it the swirling it around, sniffing it, giving it a little sip.
What check would that be? Would that be medicine?
Yes.
Sure, go ahead and roll medicine.
I will use an inspiration on that.
Sure.
God, you really not trust him, eh?
I just really need my next level where I can use intelligence for there we go.
Ooh. Yeah, this is, very finely aged, not Corellian, Bothan whiskey. It's good stuff, but it's not the best stuff. You can see the thing that is 10 times more expensive in his little shelf behind him. He's not giving you the best booze, but it's still an act of it's still an act of respect. And he has opened the one you gave him, and he's had one. The one you gave him is definitely of a higher quality, and he's had a shot probably earlier today.
But
the other one.
I don't detect that this has been tampered with at all.
No, it's fine booze, finer than what you're used to. What about you, Jarrus? You began to say something, I think.
No, he says thank you, but no thank you.
Okay, you abstain from having a drink. Okay, yeah, this is so you guys have a drink with him. You all can have 5 hit dice. This is very enjoyable here in the cool of the underground. And for your I guess piousness piousness is not the correct word, but for your discipline, Jarrus, you can have 3, just by watching them, just by having the will to resist this kind of impersonal stuff. That's how you survive. So you only get 3, they get 5, but you also still get something a little bit. And he pushes a button, the door closes, and he turns the terminal around, and he shows you the schematic of an ancient superstructure on Nar Shaddaa. And he says, your target is a man called Vassarath. That's how you spell that. Oops. It says your target is Vassarath. He's a where do I start? He's a guy that produces assassins for Imperial wet work. He takes nobodies and he enhances them to do particular missions, and he also builds in kill switches into them, so when the mission is complete they die. He runs a medical wing on Nar Shaddaa where there's a lot of free material for him. I actually have one of his patients, quote unquote, that I want you to meet before I let you loose. We can do that later. He operates a clinic. The clinic is a venerable old medical building of a couple of floors. It's heavily guarded, especially in the front. There are 2 turrets. And he shows you these. Let me find it real quick. Somewhere. Traders, troopers. I had it somewhere. I don't remember what it's called. Never mind. I was going to show the conscientious operator the schematic. Or that is to say the stat block of the gun. But the gun has a damage threshold. Oops. The gun has a damage threshold. So you would need to do 20 damage to even damage it. And it has about 50 HP. So unless you find a very high damage, low fire rate gun, these will actually shred you. And Bill tells you as much. He says, a direct assault on his complex is just not gonna end well for you guys. I hesitate to tell you that your mission is to assassinate this man, because we're really not after him, we're after his business. If you can find a way to disrupt his business without murdering him, more power to you. Narshada and especially X201B, which is the superstructure that he lives in, particularly, he is a key player in that small ecosystem. About 3 million people live there. And he extracts his toll at a rate of 50 to 100 people every year, which he transforms into monsters and then they die. But is also his mere presence there actually accounts for a significant medical coverage for the entire area. So the hospital which he has occupied and uses for this, that actually needs to stay. So you need to exercise controlled destruction on him. And I've been racking my brain. I can't. I went to Narshada. I can't actually land a ship there. The structure attached to the superstructure attached to the planet crust is so massive that it fools docking computers. So you would need to manually dock by hand. So you would need a skilled pilot with an even better ship to even dock there. I couldn't actually get in to perform intelligence on him, to gather intelligence on him. So I would leave that to you. But what I have gathered is his business is mandatory for the existence of 201B. It is very X201B. It is very difficult for these people to find medical help otherwise. So merely removing it from the face of the planet is not advised. So yeah, it is the fastest way is to assassinate him. But if you find another way, be my guest. You are familiar with Black Ops, as we used to call it back in the Republic days. You arrive without any resources, sourced without any intelligence gathered, and you source everything you need. You complete the quest. You return to me, and I will pay you 40,000 credits.
Is this big enough?
For the amount of work, land. Dig first on Narshada with no intelligence, no equipment, nothing. The money is about right.
Okay.
He says, "What say you?"
I will look questionable on them and Dr. Harjacc. Like, what are their faults?
Harjacc, he looks to Dam and says, "I think we can handle this."
Okay.
I'm willing to help.
Very well. So 50,000 it is, and you pay us when we come back, because you're not gonna pay us right now anyway. I know your people.
Absolutely not. And yeah, 50,000 sounds like a good sum. In fact, let's make it 55 if all 6 of you return. We have a lot of work, and if you destroy yourselves on the first mission, if you break yourselves upon their villainy in your first mission, then you're actually not worth that much to me. I need you to survive and do 08.
That does bring up a good question, though. Has anyone else been sent there?
3 teams I sent. 2 gave up, and 1 crashed their ship attempting to land. They fell in between the skyhook and the superstructure, and they were crushed by the gravity of the planet. Their pilot failed, and he doomed them. That's why I say you need a good pilot.
Do I get the sense that he's telling the truth?
It is impossible to read this guy. He's very good. Go ahead and roll insight.
I'll give it a whirl. Oh, let's go.
He's very he's very experienced at this kind of stuff. As you look into his eyes, there's like constellations swimming inside, and he gets you trying to read him, and he smiles lightly, and he says, "What do you want me to say? That it's not dangerous? It's very dangerous. Your odds of success." And he kind of takes all of you in, and he says, "I'm going to give you about a 40% odds of success. And I'm lucky because you'll either die or you will come out unscathed. You are you're a very active group, but you know, if you die, I don't get to pay you. I've never seen you. You've never been here, and life goes on, for us at least." And he crosses his arms, like with some self-importance.
So, Bill, now it's an. I am interested in your intelligence gather. You know, like I don't want to just go and die there. If I will, I just want to ask you. If my name is Lumiya, can you extrapolate anything from this?
He says, like, not immediately. I can, knowing your name, what you look like, finding out where your ship is, and he kind of grins. He's kind of giving you this one for free, and he says, I can build a profile on you. By the time you're back, I can find out more about you than you yourself know. Why?
Oh, I'm just interested in your intelligence. How good it is. I did something with the Empire before. Well,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna tell you. You gonna tell me?
He says, you know what? It's a deal. Just to prove to you that I have skilled intelligence gatherers working for me.
Very well.
Do you know what the difference between intelligence and espionage is?
God, Ice, you asked me this question before.
Yeah,
and
last
I
time,
forgot the answer.
Yeah, I know you did. It's very witty though, isn't it? He kind of doesn't wait for you to finish, and he leans on his desk and he says, "One's illegal," and that's
Okay.
that's about how good of an intelligence gatherer I am. He says, "Come on, let me take you to meet Benny."
Sure.
And he opens the door. He finishes his drink. He opens the door and he leads you up the stairs. He stops at the end of the corridor where there is a room, and he says, "Let's not upset him too much. Let's have 3 of you enter. Who's coming in?"
Damn, Harjacc, I assume you should go there.
Yeah.
And Neron, do you wanna go or you wanna go me?
Yeah, I can stay. You can go.
Jarrus, you wanna go in?
Sure.
Okay, then go and tell me what you're gonna hear. And I will live with Neron and just go. We will go and check for the speedster.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. You guys split up. We're gonna do the guys with Benny first, as Bill leads you into this darkened room. In the far distance, there's a single solitary blinking light, and underneath it is a cross between a human and a fish. This man, or even if it is a man, it's obvious that he is suffering from some kind of horrific mutation. His neck stuff has been replaced with gills, but they're not digital. They're not ion based. They're not robotics, cybernetics based. He has had gills actually grown into his, spliced into his DNA and then grown, probably into a human-sized petri dish. And his arms and legs are modified to have fins, and his spine is modified to survive in the depths of an ocean. And he opens these fish eyes at you guys. He seems to be hooked to some kind of machine that runs a bloody line into one of his gills, and he's having trouble breathing as this machine is doing something to him. And he kind of pulls the long chain out. It seems very painful as he does it. It's very slimy and very bloody, and he kind of spits out a spit of blood, and he kind of gets up, and he says, "Are these the new blacklist guys?" To Bill, and Bill says, "Hopefully, if they survive. I'll let you guys chat." He gives you a pat, Dr. Harjacc, and he turns around to leave.
Can I roll for what the fuck?
Yes, you can roll for what the fuck. That will be a medicine check for you because you were doctor.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah. Horrific mutations. That's not how you do it. Accelerated growth. Him and probably, depending on what job they were made to do. They were made to do a particular job. Him and 50 to 100. They were pretty much made in a human-sized petri dish over the course of a week to do a single deep sea job, and it could have been everything from welding a pipeline to constructing a structure underwater. It is whoever's done this had the 2 weeks to cultivate this, and it's cost him about maybe less than 10,000 credits to produce this workforce that has then done this work, which is considerably less than what an equivalent droid force would have cost him. They were made to do some kind of job. And of course, for maximum evilness, some kind of built-in decaying effect, debilitating effect, was built into them, so they all die eventually once they are outside of the water. They can't live in the water. They can't breathe if they sit still. They need to move. They're like sharks. And obviously they can't breathe on land anymore, which is what this infusion machine is doing. It's pumping some kind of enzyme into him so he can extract oxygen from the air. Otherwise he would suffocate in his own whatever this is. It's a horrific way to go. He has a few years in him.
Jesus Christ. Okay. And
Let's look at this.
And this the fish man is not who was talking, or he was.
Yeah. He can talk. He talks with his low grating voice every time he does.
God.
He says, 50 of us. He made 50 of us. On Mon Calamari, there was an underwater thermoelectrical station that needed to have its main turbines replaced. I don't know how they did it. Yeah, we did the job, and within a couple of days of us doing the job, we weren't paid anything. We were just waiting to be paid. And for the reverse treatment, I was the only one that survived because of a genetic mutation that they didn't know I had. I could kind of make a little bit of the air enzyme that I need to breathe.
I speak Moncal. Can I ask him in Moncal, is that all they had you do there?
Yeah, he appreciates the test, and he replies in a very broken Mon Calamari that he's very hastily learned. But he does know it. And yeah, he provides you with some specifics that prove the legitimacy of the mission that he's done. You can roll technology if you like, but he looks to be pretty legitimate. There's no way that you can fake this stuff. You sense the anger in him. In his next breath, he's gonna implore you to go and fucking murderize this man that has done this to him. He's playing his own game. He's gone. He's already resigned to the fact that he's gonna die. Now he just wants to see Vast Sarath suffer for what he's done. And that is exactly what happens, He gives you the particulars of the mission, and then he goes on off, and he's like, did you see what he's done to me? Do you see what I've gone through? Do you see what?
Off of that 24, am I able to tell if there's anything I can do to improve his situation?
Yeah. You're the conscientious operator, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You would, that can be treated in the Old Republic. That can be treated. It would require a team of about 50 medics, several months. You can put him on treatment that'll ease his pain. In fact, they would probably put him to sleep for a couple of months. Then they would create a special recombobulator machine. He can definitely be healed in the old regime. Currently, if he's not an Imperial somebody, nope, definitely this guy is dead.
Gotcha.
Nothing you can do. And yeah, he kind of does a little bit of a pirouette, and he says, "I need to get back on the machine."
Wow, that was horrifying.
They're moving me off world. Please. And he goes back and he sits down and he painfully shoves the fucking tube back in his gill. And yeah, you guys troop on out. And there's nothing left to say to this guy. Bill is smoking a cigarette, leaned on one of the pillars. And he says,
Dr. Harjacc is also going to pull that cigarette.
he says, Bill kind of says, mercilessly, cynically, he says, "Damn, I'm good, right?" Anyway, X201B, good luck. And he gives you a pat on the back. And he goes away.
I drag on that cigarette hard, trying not to look shaken by that.
Yeah. Bill says, this is the one we know about. There are a few that we don't know about. But this was actually one of the non-war ones. The other ones that are made for war, a little bit more horrifying. We got this lad. We will keep him comfortable for as long as we can. We found and it escapes me now. Iocath, I think. A place right underneath the surface of the ocean there. It's an ocean world. Right underneath the surface, just where the light of the violet sun reaches about as far down, where he can live comfortably, albeit amphibious. And we can help him out. We can keep him comfortable, but he's gone. Couple of months. And he lets you go. Do you want to ask him anything, or?
I think we've gotten what we wanted out of him.
Okay. The camera pans away from you guys and goes to T. And Neron, I think, went out to sort the speeder. Or was it Jarrus that went out?
No, I'm with Bill and the other team.
Okay.
Yeah, we went with Neron together.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how would you source a speeder, Neron and T and Lumiya?
I would like to just try to rent it
Rent it. Cool.
for a day. I mean, not for a day actually. For how long? Like, do I think I need to take all the stuff, get it to the ship, and then fly away?
At least 4 days. And then you would have to land in the city so you can return it, or you can steal it.
No. How much does it? I mean,
How much does it
no,
cost
I
to
don't
buy
wanna-
a new one? About 15.
15. I don't have this money on me.
Nope.
Oh well. Yeah, I'll just rent it then, and hopefully I will come back and we're gonna have like another Spitzer. Maybe we can take it from the Jawas, so we can just come back, give it back, and then go away on our own.
Sure, you can set off after these Jawas. Cool. Yeah. For what you're trying to do, it'd be about 1,000 credits.
Okay, I will pay 1,000 credits then.
Cool. The party assembles, and you are, I believe, ready to go to the ship. Does anyone want to do anything in here?
Nope.
Cool.
I'll just give like everyone 1,000 credits and say that Good job. And this is why you should negotiate. So everyone can add 1,000. And I will not add 1,000 because I just spent it.
I appreciate the expertise.
Of course.
Alright.
My pleasure. You know, I actually enjoyed it. So, wasn't really a hassle.
Cool. You guys pile on the speeder and you return to the ship, or you go after the Jaws.
I guess we go to the Jarrus, and I'll just, say that, I mean, we should probably secure the ship first. Honestly.
Yeah, we should go to the ship first.
Yeah, I'll just say them, there is a ship, and I'll point it on the mark, on the map. So, I don't know how you guys wanted to do all this job. Do you have your own spaceship, by the way?
No.
No.
Local
What about you, Harjacc, them?
We would have found some way to secure passage off planet.
What, would you ask for a cab?
Yeah.
Oh, don't answer that.
I've done
Let's
worse.
go. And I would like us to go to the ship.
Cool. You cast off the same day, and you fly through the dunes. With the speeder, it just takes you even less than an hour. The ship is where you've placed it, and it seems to have been concealed by a sandstorm, which is the only reason it's not in pieces. It requires a little bit of a dust off, and it is actually space worthy even today.
What does this is the Goddess Supernova?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What is it? No.
No. Our ship is not the supernova. It's gonna be like we try to find it. It's just a regular spaceship.
What
Gotcha,
kind of ship is it?
You can ask Lumiya to explain it.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. What type of ship is it? You asking character. I'm Jaron's not asking. Sorry.
Yes, this is YV929. At least named by me, the Undefined. But because we're an imperial regime, I tell them that it's in fact a Defiant. Very funny, eh?
Ah, it's so funny. We have it statted, right?
Yes.
It is in vehicles and ships,
Yes.
and I believe all of you can see. Actually, no, not all of you can see that. I need to give you rights.
Let me type on you. And
Starships of the Galaxy.
It is under player characters, under vehicles and ships. The YV929 Undefiant.
Sick.
Yes.
Have you done any modifications to it?
I don't know. Did we?
I don't think so.
I mean, it's pretty much like from the last campaign. So like, if they did anything, then it's still there.
No, we never got around to it.
Oh, then it's just the standard one.
Yeah.
There is
One from
60 power
Jackson.
cells there that I bought and left because I cannot carry 100 power cells with me,
Okay.
which saddens me very a lot.
Okay. We can do. We can do the deployment stuff now. Actually, no, that's not necessary to do it now. We'll do it. At the
Yeah, we
beginning
probably
of
should
next
text it through the chat before that.
Yeah, sure. You guys can discuss it. I have.
So this is just a whole separate class system.
Yes, the deployments are a separate class system. There's 6 of them, and they have like 1 or 2 abilities each. That's actually very easy. What's actually difficult is the spaceship rules. And if you look at the handouts, there's a cheat sheet that I made. Then I'm gonna take care of the ship stuff until you guys are confident to do the ship stuff. The problem with the ship combat is that it takes too bloody long. Everything does like 1d6 damage, and the ship, like, space battles can last for up to 5 sessions, which is not what we want. We're gonna do one the normal way so you guys can see it, and then I think we'll just buff all damage by a factor of 5. And that'll make them last just the one session. Yeah, we'll deal with spaceship rules later, but all of you have specified in the thing that you don't mind starship battle. We'll see about those. I'll probably have to house rule some stuff.
I assume you're all not from this bloody planet, hey? Are you? Please no.
From Tatooine? No.
Oh, thank God. Thank the goddess that you're not from this shitty place.
Burn. For sure.
Then I assume you know how to, how the starship works, because if you're not from here, then it means you have somehow got here. Which is
Tatooine sort of is the galactic drain.
Yeah, but it would be very sad if I would need you to explain, where the shitter is and all this stuff. And I'm glad that I don't need to do this. Well then, the ship is here. We need someone to take care of it. And, well, how should I say it? No, you can't really go with the ship. I assume it will be like, I don't know, ID locked or something. So like they can't just fly off.
No. Yeah, it would actually take some expertise to be able to,
Yes,
But the Jawas definitely can if you leave it here.
So we need some people to protect this place. We need some people to go to this Jawa thingy, and then we also need to.
Do we still need to go to the Jawa thingy?
I would like my scooter, my speedster back. Yes. I would like it. Because,
if we have the ship, could we not just
Fly
take
over
the ship?
Yeah.
Take the ship where?
Yeah.
In orbit to the sandcrawler. Like, not leave the atmosphere.
Yes, we could. But you already saw Imperial thingies on the town.
Yeah.
I do not know if they're already on the orbit. And movement of ships is, well...
Yep.
It will probably cost us.
Ships jumping in and out of hyperspace or even flying, in orbit. Specifically jumping out of hyperspace, they emit chronar radiation, which the Imperial tracks.
So I guess I'm misunderstanding. Would it be like taboo for us to be using using a starship to move around the planet?
No, you can fly the ship
Okay.
in Atmo. You can
get
get scanned. You can get, the Empire might notice you, but there's a lot of ships moving around. The Empire can notice you sitting out in the desert as well.
Awesome. I guess I was misinformed then, or I just made assumptions. Well, very well. Let us then.
Okay.
Let us go to that place, take the scrap, and then go to Jawas. At least try to track them. I do not think we can do that on the ship, though. They're gonna just run off.
Well, yeah, they can. You probably can outmaneuver them. The question is if the Sandcrawler is armed, if they start shooting at you. Or, you also have missiles, I think so.
Yeah. But I don't want to shoot my, my speeder. It has some memory for me, like this ship. So I don't want it to be just exploded.
Yeah. Also, your speeder was taken apart, I'm pretty sure. So what you would recover essentially is its parts.
Oh.
So you have to put it back together.
Never
on
mind.
your
Then,
ship.
I guess.
Yeah,
I guess
sounds-
it will take some downtime. I guess.
Sure. Whatever you want.
Anyway, I want to shoot those fuckers. Can we just draw us closer so that I can shoot them?
Sure. You roll a scan check on the ground. Let's see if you know where they
Scan
are.
check.
If you can.
What the hell? What the hell is a scan check? Is this on the ship?
Yeah, it's a ship
It
stat.
is. Okay.
Let's see. It has
20.
a +2. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You definitely from low orbit track the location of the sand corner, which keeps moving around, and you find a small Jawa commune where they are thinking it is stealthed up, and we shall have a small break, and we will sort that later.
Oh, I will say, Ice. I know we usually pay into for 4 hours, but can we cut it to 3 today? I gotta. I have some.
Yeah.
I have to do something. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. We'll have another small encounter. We will
Yeah, but
stop for today.
What about Arra? Is she alright?
Arra had an emergency and has went away. But I trust she will be back soon. Maybe not on this session. We'll see. I will ask her during the break. We'll see you in episode 3, YouTube.